Uh there is one that I wanted to build, and I think this is one that you would like. I don't think it's that old, but hold on, let me here. I'm gonna grab it. I saw somebody playing it, and it looked really fun.
Oh, I like how after I build that annoying minus deck, that we get the new Massacre Girl, and literally we could just swap out the commander with Massacre Girl, and it would
Yes,
be the same. But probably could deal a little bit more with -1 counter
so it's
shenanigans.
this one.
Oh, I love this dude. Let's do it. I actually had him built for a while.
Mm-hmm. But what people are doing now is they're just doing Exile Tribal. They're not like really doing like they'll play Foretell in the deck, but like you can just play
Uh,
Exile Tribal,
Oh,
like
I
exiling
played
their.
Flick. I played Flicker because Flicker exiles like blink deck. It's a blink deck you can play it as because when you
Yes,
blink you exile.
but there's also a lot of people that like to play it with like Path and like like things that
So,
exile as
so
well.
you want to do tribal exile? I'm down for that.
Well, we
That
could
sounds
do that
cool.
with Blink as well. Like it could be Blink as well. But
But
also, I saw that Kindred Discovery is insane in this deck because you just
yeah,
name
because they're all
Spirit.
spirits.
Yeah. So
That would be a really interesting build.
if you play a Path to Exile, uh, and you have a Kindred Discovery out, it turns into a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's probably a way to build this where like it's Exile Tribal, like which obviously in blue white you would want Blink as well because a lot of the good Exile are creatures that exile creatures. Uh, and obviously you still play some of the Foretell for fun, you know. Like you can play the counter spell. There's no reason not to play the Foretell because it's free, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw this get played and I'm like, this seems crazy.
It's really cool. Anamatu's Augury is really cool. Or there's that one card where like I think it's like you exile a face down card face up and then you may cast it and it still triggers
All right,
him.
here
Yes.
let's. What do we want to name him?
Uh,
He's all about exiling.
what was the unhinge on glue card that removed it absolutely from the game zone?
Oh,
Is it
AWOL?
AWOL?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where we're gonna
Is that how
exile
you
it to.
spell it? AWOL?
Uh,
AWOL?
I think so. Yeah, AWOL. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So do we want to do it like a lot? So we're gonna try and build this around like tribal exiling everything in play.
Cause we could do like an instant sorcery build almost. Oh. We could do like an instant sorcery build as well. Cause like if we end up playing like a lot of Blink or Exile, then like Archmage of Emeritus gets a lot better. But like it depends on what direction we want to do. Do we want to do this as like a creature deck and like it's a Blink deck, or do we want to try to build
You know,
like.
let's not do a blink deck because we've built blink decks. There's a bazillion blink decks out there. It just
Mhm.
would just be basically the same blink deck with a few little different pieces added to it.
So yeah,
I
like I
like the
said,
idea of doing something that just exiles everything and no one gets to
yeah,
have a good time.
Kindred Discovery definitely seems good. And I mean, we're gonna be we're gonna want to find it. So Enlightened Tutor.
I'm gonna look up all like as many really cool exile spells.
So
Oh, this is
definitely Path and Swords.
Path and Swords. We could probably play Solitude.
Yes. Why would we not? It's a flash.
Mm. Oh, you know which one I really like?
Oh,
The
Derek, you know what's funny? Exiling a card from your hand with Solitude triggers your commander.
Oh, sweet.
Because it's also
Um,
it would be double triggers.
what's the thing called? It's the White Primordial. The White Primordial is a source of plowshare for each opponent.
How is the commander worded exactly though?
It's whenever you exile one or more cards from your hand or permanents from this, you create. Oh, so you only get one.
It's fine.
Um, a Return to Dust seems just good because it's just exiles.
I don't know how good this deck is gonna be, but I mean, it's interesting.
It's a thematic win, is what it is.
Archmage, Emeritus. Uh, Maybe Jin?
Oh, settle the wreckage. But that gets him a lot of lands, doesn't it?
Yes, that does give them a lot of lands. But it is one-sided, which is nice.
It has to be exiled from. I still think we can play the Primordial because it still just gets rid of a bunch of stuff.
What was the one you said?
The Primordial?
No, the one after that. That
Oh,
exiles everything?
The Winds of Wrath, the Settle the Wreckage.
This is definitely a Skull Clamp deck, right?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. We play Farewell because that also exiles from the field.
We could also play the Symmetry Matrix, right?
Yeah.
And Mentor. And Welcoming Vampire. Does Welcoming Vampire work off your turn? I gotta check.
Crib Swap, that's what it was called. It's the exile target creature, and then it gets a 1/1 shapeshifter.
Oh,
token.
that's a funny one.
There's March of Otherworldly Light. Urza's Ruinous Blast. Does hurt us, but you know, whatever. Everything's gone. Everything must go. Just for flavor win, like we could even run like a what was it called? Like a Rest in Peace. You get no graveyard either. Oh, what's that? Is it Sunfall? What's that card in Standard that exiles and you get a token? We could do like the ETB things that exile something underneath it, like not Banisher, like something like Banisher Priest or like Oblivion Ring and whatnot.
Grasp of Fate.
Oh yeah, because that hits one for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Seal from Existence is that one that has Ward 3.
Council's Judgment.
Oh yeah, Council's Judgment. Right.
What's the Foretell counterspell?
Oh, the Foretell counterspell is
Saw It Coming.
Saw It Coming. Thank you. Oh, one of my favorite cards that came in this deck that was just is Ethereal Valkyrie. So when it enters battlefield or attacks, you draw a card, and then you exile a card face down, Foretold, and its Foretold cost is reduced by 2.
Sure.
Cosmic Intervention is a Foretell card that brings everything back that died this turn. Doom Scar is another board wipe. I don't know how many more of those we want to run. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. Oh, a duplicate, because duplicate technically exiles.
That's true.
Amphiphin Mutineer is that weird salamander that turns things into 4/3 salamanders.
Dirk, we get to play one of our favorite cards. What's the pig card?
The what?
The one that you pay X and exile things and they get boars.
Oh, right. Curse of the Swine. Oh, we could run a Containment Priest.
Containment Priest.
That's what they.
What are we
You know
doing?
that
Stacks?
one.
Jesus Christ.
It exiles. I find stuff that exiles.
Alright, now we're doing Dolthy, Voidwalker, and Knowledge Pool. That's our win con. No, sorry, not Voidwalker. Drain at the Magistrate and Knowledge Pool. Doesn't Knowledge Pool exile? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Remember, it has to be from the battlefield, though. Knowledge Pool's from the top of the deck.
Yeah, top three. Yeah.
And
No. Can it also be from hand? I think you're wrong. Whenever one or more card from hand and or permanents from the battlefield, it's hand as well.
Mm-hmm. But Knowledge Pool doesn't exile from hand; it exiles from the stack.
It sure does not. Is there any other ways to draw?
I mean, we're in blue-white. There's a bazillion ways to draw.
We could play a Smothering Tithe, because. Ristic. This deck definitely needs Ristic. This is a for fun deck. It needs these cards.
Misdirection. Exile a blue card from your hand.
Right. Wait, hold on. Hold
Enforce
on.
the will, force the negation.
No. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. There's the Commandeer. That's a funnier one.
Okay.
Are we really gonna play this? I don't think we play these. I think the Force of Will effects are pretty bad. Like Solitude, you can still just play. You know, I guess you could still play Commandeer, but all right, we'll put him in the maybe board. So maybe board. Hold on, you said like Force of Negation. We could play Force of Negation.
Oh, you know, Tom, suspend works. Because suspend says rather than cast this card from your hand, you pay 1 blue and exile it with a time counter on it. So you technically are exiling it from your hand.
Oh, you're saying we should play suspend? So what's the one that draws 3?
Ancestral Vision.
So rebound should work as well, right?
No, because it resolves on the stack.
But you're casting it, you're playing it from hand, right?
Well, you cast it, it goes onto the stack, and then as it resolves, instead of it going to the graveyard, it goes into exile.
All right. Any other suspend?
There's Inevitable Betrayal, which steals a creature in 3 turns from their deck.
Isn't there one that draws 2 every 3 turns?
Yeah, let me look up some suspend.
What's the other white card that tutors an enchantment? Because Kindred Discovery is really that good.
Besides, there's in lane 2 there's
Idyllic? Is that
Idyllic Tutor? Yeah.
Okay, this Ruinous Blast is definitely a meme.
100%. until it's not.
Farewell is pretty much the same thing. Wait, how does how does like a what is that?
It's called inspiring refrain.
What's oh yeah, hold on, let me write that in before I finish my thought. Inspiring refrain. Any other good suspend?
No, not really.
Derek, what's the name of the I'm losing it. What's the card that imprints a creature when they die and they get exiled? Does that work?
No, because I think it exiles from graveyard because it has to be because they die. This says if it would die instead, exile it, and it's mimic that. Is what you're thinking of.
Does that work?
Pull it up. Let me read it. Right. Says whenever a non-token creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, no, it exiles from the graveyard.
Okay.
So unfortunately, no. Did we get a duplicant?
Yep.
Each player. Nope, don't like that one. We got Council's Judgment. There's a cycling one that exiles a target artifact or enchantment called Forsake the Worldly. Oh, we can play Ossification.
Should we play like some like instant sorcery payoffs? You know, like Shark Typhoon.
Oh yeah, I like that
this
one.
is looking like a for fun deck, you know. So Shark Typhoon, Talrand. Love me some Talrand, Murmuring Mystic, because we're definitely gonna add a lot more counter spells. This is definitely like an interaction deck. Metallic. Metallurgic Summonings. Dika. What's the wizard one?
Wait, which one?
The wizard that makes wizards when you cast spells?
Oh, something Dose to Perfection.
Is there any payoffs for exile? Like, is there anything that draws or like makes creatures when things get exiled? Like anything else other than our commander?
Let me look at. But we also run the token things that like Benny Brack's Zoologist, the one that draws whenever you make a.
Yes. I already have a lot of them. I have the Symmetry Matrix. I have Mentor. I have Welcoming Vampire. I have Skull Clamp. Kindred Discovery because our commander mainly makes, you know. Yo, Force Negation is actually just a good counterspell in here too. Because on theme it exiles a card as well as exiles from your hand. Oh, what was the name of that? I forgot that one that targets all their creatures again. What was the name of that card?
It targets all their creatures and does what?
They get exiled. It's a path.
Oh, Winds of Abandon. We can play a Displacer Kitten because it blinks our creatures every time we cast something, and a lot of them have ETB effects.
Displacer Kitten.
That's technically a instant or sorcery synergy. No, we do.
I don't think we have enough. And a lot of them right now. That's not a terrible idea. Displacer kitten. Sure.
Mm.
Is there any
See, a
other
lot.
removal creatures that exile?
There's a. I'm just trying to avoid ones that die and bring them back.
Mm.
Because I'm trying. Like, there's a lot of one that ETB remove them. Actually, one I do really like is Aerial Extortionist. I've been becoming a big fan of that card because you get the draw from it.
Mm-hmm.
So the only like real exile synergy card is a Boros card, which is Belborcha.
Right. Should we play like a Cathar's Crusade?
Oh yeah, that could be a good way to do endgame.
I saw some people playing one of the forces. It's the Force of Vigor, the white one.
No, Force of Vigor is the green one.
Sorry, Force of whatever. It's Virtue. It just gives creatures +1/+1, but you can exile a white card, so like, and it has flash, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's very good.
Yeah. Oh, Elspeth Conquers Death.
That does exile something. You're right.
And it also has a little bit of recursion and makes it harder for them to do stuff.
Is there anything that's good with spirits that we can play?
Yeah, we definitely.
Well, like that just like interacts with spirits, like draws or.
There's Drug Skull Captain that gives them +1/+1 and hexproof.
I don't know about that. I think we need to be a little bit more generic if we're also running like an instant sorcery package, you know?
I think that's the best one that we got, honestly.
Oh, we could play the deal combat drawers.
All right, yeah. Because we're going to have a lot of little 1/1 flyers going over.
Mm-hmm. Coastal Piracy. Can you look up the boat that I always forget the name of? Biden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was just in my head, and I was just going to say it, too.
Oh, we can actually play the bird this time, too, probably. Bite it, reconnaissance. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, it's he's from the token deck. The precon, it gives you no max hand size.
Yes. And then whatever the ship is. So you gotta look up the vehicle and the bird that I'm forgetting. Is it like Cure something? I can't remember.
I think it's the Abominable, I think it's called.
Is that the ship?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Second. Oh, it's the Indomitable. So yeah, that's what it's called, the Indomitable.
You were close. And then what's the bird?
Oh, the token one. I don't remember that one's name.
Is it Curiosity
No, I think
Crafter?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Curiosity Crafter. I think you're 100% right there.
Yep. What about the white critter of behemoth?
Oh, we could totally run that.
It's called something glaive. Hold on, moon kit moon. It's moon something, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the full name.
Moonshaker Cavalry.
Cool. All right. Some more counter spells. Disallow.
Yo, we should just run the 3-mana counter spells that exile just for the lulz.
You know what I was thinking about that, but they're just so much worse that like we would be hurting ourselves even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Sublime Epiphany. Helm of the Host? Or like Arrhenius File Duplication or anything like that?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Because, I mean, having 2 of our commander, that works like that, right? It'll just trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we want Mana Drain as well?
Yeah, sure. Our for fun deck has no limit.
I mean, we do have a force. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no reason not to. Definitely a generous gift. Dude, this deck looks like fun as fuck. Are there any other of these? I got Jin. Is there any other ones that I missed?
There's that new one, the new the case that makes instant sorceries cost 1 less, and then if you solve the case, you get to draw a card when you cast an instant sorcery.
What is it called?
I don't remember. It's called Case of the Ransacked Lab. Actually, honestly, it's probably hard to solve because you have to cast 4 more instant or sorceries in this turn.
Yeah, that's seeming difficult. Do we want like a Jace's Sanctum or anything that makes things cost less? A lot of our spells are very low curve.
Wait, it says to solve, you've cast 4 more instant or sorcery spells this turn. If unsolved, solve at the beginning of your end step. Does it auto?
What is it called?
Cases? It's called Case of the Ransacked Lab. Does that mean that just happens at the end of your turn if you can't solve it? So it's either you could play it right away. Actually, I don't remember. I didn't look up how cases work. It's RAN.
That'd be so stupid.
You know, let me. Each case has 2 special keywords: solved, to solve, and solved. To solve means the beginning of your end step. If condition in this case is not solved, it becomes solved. It means my ability follows as Yeah, see, I don't know how because I didn't really read into how these work. So, does that mean you have to cast the 4 and then it solves it at the end step, or if you haven't solved?
I don't know.
Condition means the beginning of your end step. If condition, so to solve condition means at the beginning of your end step. If condition in this case is not solved, it becomes solved.
So weird. Yeah, I'm not really finding any articles for it.
Oh yeah, so it says if you've met the criteria to solve the case gains the solve status at the beginning of your end step. So so it looks like when you cast all, like the case doesn't happen until the end of the turn.
But you still have to cast 4 spells, right?
Yeah, I figured that you would have to do it. It wouldn't just give it to you at the end of the turn. It
That
just it's
sounds fucking insane if it did it like that.
yeah.
All right. Let's get some mana. Soul Ring. Decanter. Thought Vessel. Reliquary Tower. Talisman.
Chrome Mox.
No.
It exiles from your hand. Okay, Mox Diamond.
That's true. Oh, we have to play Chroma. Mox Diamond.
No, it actually doesn't. It's just a Scarlet land.
Arcane Signet. Arcane.
You know what could be interesting in this deck because how many tokens we make is Heraldic Banner. When enters, you choose a color. It only adds 1 mana of the chosen color, but creatures you control the chosen color get +1/+0. So as long as we name white, it's basically a white mana rock that gives our spirits +1.
Sure. Uh. We could play the Strixhaven Stadium.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right. What other mana rocks? It can definitely use a little more.
All right, so what do we got here? Let me see. So I'm just trying to find what other exiling stuff there
What's the kicker one again?
Skyclave Relic. There's also we could play. I don't like that one in this. We got the Talisman, right? There's Marble Diamond and Sky Diamond, or I forgot Strixhaven Stadium's also a mana rock.
Mm-hmm.
We probably should run Decanter too, just because I feel like we might. Oh, you got it.
Decanter
Okay.
and Vessel. Yeah, we're good. That's good.
Yeah, Mindstone would be the only one I can think of. Like, two color doesn't really need a ton, honestly.
All right. Wait a minute. He played Command Tower, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for that just to make sure.
All right. Hollowed Fountain. Sea of Clouds.
Probably could run a. You think you could run a Myriad landscape in this or not?
Yes. Atakar Waste. I like it in two colors.
Uh, Deserted Beach.
Hold on. Something just 86 cards. 86 cards. Okay. So gotta get Deserted Beach. Mystic Gate.
And you get Sea of Clouds.
Yes.
And we get the Atakar Wastes.
Yep.
Um,
Isn't there like a tango in these colors or no?
yeah, Prairie Stream.
I wish they would finish this cycle.
Right. We can run irrigated farmland. Just it's like a cycling. It does, and it does have the name types. I don't know if name types really matter.
No.
Port Town is the reveal land. You have to reveal an island or plains from your hand. So I guess there's where it can matter if you want to run that.
Is there any land that like exiles cards from the graveyard?
Yeah. Glacial Fortress.
I mean, we could run Moorland Haunt.
I like Moorland Haunt. It is only your graveyard though.
Yeah, and it's only creatures, but that does trigger the. Oh no, that won't trigger the commander.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, you probably play Wind.
Wait. Will it? Hold on. Does it have to exile from the battlefield?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying?
We can play the castle.
Okay.
Or the blue one at least.
I guess the white one's not terrible either.
Yo, and also the one land from Lord of the Rings.
Did you say Windbrisk?
Yeah, I was thinking Windbrisk. We probably could make a bunch of tokens to swing with. And Minas Tirith is if we attacked with for 2 mana we could draw a card if we attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mystifying Maze technically does exile. Exile target attacking creature and opponent controls, and you return it at the battlefield at the battlefield tab under its owner's controller. So it does actually exile.
That's
Doesn't remove it forever, but at least it does its stuff.
Okay, so let's get an island. I have a feeling that this one might have more white, but we'll see. Do we want any more duels? Oh, Glasspool Mimic.
Yeah, I like Glasspool.
Solemnity Vision and Seagate Restoration. Derek, I'm actually doing a draft. I'm doing a chaos draft.
Wild.
Yeah, my packs that I bought, I got the Cons block because I think that's one of the best sets to draft ever. I got like a I got Khans of Tarkir, Dragons of Tarkir, and Favor Forged. It's fun.
Nice.
People could have some crazy things, and on is legal, but the packs have to be 15, 15 card packs.
Gotcha.
All right. Any other lands or anything?
Oh wait, there's one other thing I saw. I thought it could have been good. What's the thing called? It's the artifact that if a token entered, you get tap it to draw a card.
Oh yeah, Idol of Oblivion.
I think that's right.
Okay. All right. Let's get the rest of the lands in. Actually, equal. Exactly equal for now. Uh. Huh?
What?
It like went up and down for a second. Okay. 33. Okay. Definitely gonna have to cut some cards. 16 cards.
I don't want to do it. All right. This is a joke deck, so anything that wins the game we can remove because we don't need it. No. So let's look at our artifacts first. And I think this stuff's all good.
We can maybe cut one of the drawers. Which one's the worst one?
The enchantment one I think are starting to become worse. Or
I think it's the
that one. It's only tokens. Yeah, we could cut Containment Priest. It was just a cute idea, but that's a little mean because it means they can't play their commander.
Containment Priest? No, Derek, you're thinking of the wrong card. Draenith Magistrate, you mean? Containment Priest.
Oh, right. That's just enters. Never mind. Right.
Wait, no, but I think it actually exiles their commander because it says if a creature, hold on, if something enters anywhere other than your hand. Oh, if it wasn't cast, no.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That doesn't work. And also the rest in peace.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually do anything. It's
we
just
should definitely cut down on some of these board wipes. We do not need all these. Which ones are the best?
We cut Doomscar because it doesn't exile.
What else?
You'll have no deck. 0. It's gone.
What else?
All this stuff's probably fine. We could probably cut Settle the Wreckage. I think it's a little harder to trigger. Forsake the Worldly maybe could also be one that goes. It's just a cycling and 3 mana just targets one. I think we have better exile potential. I think everything else could stay here. I was probably with Kindred Discovery. So I think we could cut Coastal Piracy. Because Reconnaissance mentioned we could cycle and all the other ones do other things. Coastal Piracy is just becoming the worst one.
So you only want 2 that draw when they deal damage?
Oh, we have 3. Because we have Bident, Reconnaissance mission,
well, yeah,
and
that's
the
what I'm saying. You only want 2?
No, that'll leave us with 3. We have 4 right now.
Do we? 1?
Yeah, because
No, we have 3.
No, because abdominal thigh by and reconnaissance mission.
Oh, there's also reconnaissance mission. Yes. Okay. All right. Any of the creatures? Are these like just not that good because they don't do it permanently?
Yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't like picking them as much. Like, there's a lot of those effects, and we could fill up the entire deck with those. But but we also run a bunch of board wipes, so that means they would get it back. All the other stuff like permanently exiles,
Mm-hmm.
or like it converts into something else.
Mm-hmm. Everything else looks good here.
Hmm.
Maybe the displacer, because we're more of like an instant sorcery removal right now, and a lot of the creatures aren't really gonna do it.
Okay.
The only thing it would be good for is like untapping our mana rocks, but I don't think we really need to care about that too much. I guess we can cut a rock as well because like we're pretty low. We can cut one of these.
What color were we more of? More white or blue?
Well, we're not gonna know until we cut all the cards.
All right.
But currently it looks like we're a little bit more blue, so we can cut the white one.
Yeah, the marble diamond
Yeah. Where is it?
up at the top.
Okay. And we still need 5 more cuts. That's not bad. I think I like the rest of these because they're either like true exile. The encore seems really fun on that one. Anything here?
Um, Maybe the ossification, just because again, it's one of those things that if it gets removed, they get it back. I guess the truest fate of Grasp of Fate, but just at least Grasp of Fate hits a bunch of stuff.
It does. It hits 3 things. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm. Maybe we don't need Arrhenius and Helm?
Yeah,
Maybe Helm is good enough.
yeah. Helm is just always real good.
This isn't a deck that like you 100% need to copy the commander. Uh, Maybe the Cosmic Intervention?
Yeah, we can
Wait,
cut that one.
actually, that's a permanent.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. I've seen people use that card.
No,
Well,
I actually like that because it can save anything, and it
I've
works
seen
with the
people
commander.
use it where like they use effects that like sack their permanents. So, like we'll like use like an Ironworks with like the thing that makes everything an artifact. Sack all their permanents and then play that and gets all their lands back that they sacked for mana.
Sounds cool. Maybe we can cut some draw. What would we cut that's draw?
Probably the stuff that you have to pay mana for because we have a lot of generic draw. So the ones you have to pay mana for become like the worst.
We could also cut one of the token makers. Maybe.
The worst ones are probably the ones that are only instants and sorceries. I like deck. I like deck. I think Murmuring Mystic makes the smallest ones.
Mm-hmm. But they are flying, which is the big difference between the two of them.
Mm.
And they do. This one works at Skull Clamp as well.
True. Or Dose to Perfection maybe is like the most expensive one.
Yeah, but then his become busted, right?
And they just the 3/2 flyers.
I mean, that's pretty good.
He's the hardest one to flip, honestly. Because until that point, they're just 1/1s that don't have flying.
Right, but that's another thing that works with like Skull Clamp. Dika can sometimes not work with all those. So I think Dika is actually the worst in this one because she is only instant and sorceries. Because she can not work with like Skull Clamp and like Mentor
I
and
guess we're worrying about
Welcoming
Skull
Vampire.
Clamp. I guess.
Well, because I mean, the commander's really good with Skull Clamp, and also I'm talking about with Welcoming Vampire and Mentor as well. She can make like bigger tokens, which isn't bad. Like she's not a bad card, but Shark Typhoon is definitely better. Uh, and I guess Metallurgic Summonings is a little better because it also has other effects. But then she can also make something unblockable. I don't know. We don't have to cut her. Hmm. We got to make sure we keep enough things that work with our commander. We could cut a counterspell. So which one would it be?
Uh, I think it's just straight counterspell because it's one that doesn't work as good, synergize with, and doesn't do as much.
Which one of the board wipes? Because we also have Curse of Swine, but I like that one a little more. Because that we control what. I do.
Honestly, it's probably
The thing
Winds of
is,
Abandon.
but the thing that I like about this one is it's one-sided. But the problem with it is the turn after it happens, they have so much mana.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it. It's kind of well, I have almost a full play set of them, and I've never put them in a deck because I'm like, I don't want to give my opponents that many lands. Like one with a path is a fine trade.
I want to make sure we're not cutting down too much on exile. So let's count everything that works with our commander. So this works.
Yep.
This works. So that's 2, 3,
4,
5,
5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I miss anything there? Nope. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, I don't want to cut any more exile cards.
Mm-mm.
Uh, hmm. I guess between one of these, which one would it be?
My choice between the two of them.
She makes just spirits, right?
Yeah.
Tauren makes drakes. Which one do you like least?
I also like that deck. It does have that side where you do get the token unblocked.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I don't think we have any 1-drop spells, so they'll always be out of range for Skull Clamp. But I guess we don't really have to play into Skull Clamp.
Yeah, we only have 2 1.
Oh, I guess no, we have a few 1-drops. I'd say because we're not a full instant or sorcery deck, so I think Doset might be harder to flip than just getting the tokens off of Deka.
Okay. All right, let's try it.
The worst deck we've made so far.
I mean,
it's a very ramp heavy hand, but doesn't do anything. But maybe we'll draw it. 2 lands, but if we draw a 3rd land, that's a Ristic Study hand, and we got a turn or 2 to see what we draw.
well,
All right, maybe. I think we just don't chance it, and you can play that turn 2.
No, yeah, we start with that and then we see. Oh,
Is that